Right, morning ladies and gents, welcome to Monday morning. It's the 1st of April and right on cue it's raining. So, topper's gone out this morning, got a forklift in, I've ended up putting it on top of the low loader trailer. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but it's out of the way, a bit more space. So I've decided to do a bit more work on her. So, for anyone who has not seen this old girl, I've had her for 6-7 years now, and constantly doing bits to her. It's been a bit of a, well, not a chew, I've enjoyed most of it, just don't enjoy the bills, but so all the bodywork's been done at the back end, new wings, new front wing mudguard, so there's been new mudguards at the back, new mudguards at the front, new steps, painted the treads, and that's pretty much cab side. New tyres all around because they split one year. Painted the intake, done the injector seals. Did a bit of painting in there as well on the air, cleaning the side of it. Had the radiator out, new radiator in. And then I started with the aircon this year, which has been a bit of a chew, which is still on with. And I do have a box of parts down there and one of the blower motors there. So what I've decided to do this morning is I actually think I've found the motors that sit in this roof. You have to go back to have a look at them, but basically Merck had them on their website, but they were not available. And they were about 1,500 quid, which was wonderful. Oh, that's 1,500 quid each, and I need like 2, or at least 1. So anyway, I might have found a replacement, which if it is a lot cheaper than what Merkel wants in, and they're still available, which would be good. So what I was trying to do this morning is, on the other side, I don't know if you just see it through there, there is a heater matrix that's about that big. So I'm trying to work out if that needs to come out or work or not. I only had one blower working in the whole system. So I need to try and figure that out. So I can't work out what's been happening. Anyway, little job to do. You can see that. The hinge just snapped off, so I've just had a go at undoing these with that, which is an impact screwdriver. If you've never seen one of these before, they're a bit old school, but they're rather good. So you can put a socket on the end of it as well, if you want to put a socket on the end to undo a nut or something that's fastened on. Basically hit that end and it basically twists itself inside and puts your power through into a twisting motion. I've just braided them for those 3 WD-40 to them as well, so those actually now turn, which is impressive. And that one I need to have a go, so if I can set you up, you can have a watch for 2 seconds. Right, so Popmaster's on, so I can talk over it now. So I've got this unit out, which is the heating unit, which sits just up here. So there's an inlet and outlet and electric plug at the back. So I want to just double check that this is actually working properly before I stick it back up, because there's no point having all this cab in pieces and then going back to working it, everything back together, working it and finding that that's not working. Now, I did get an offer from a lad for this unit. They had one spare, thinking it was one of those units. But if I can do it one-handed. I don't know what you see, but the space that takes up is nowhere near the size of what the other one is. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the wrong box. And what I can do is, look at the state of me. That's leaked out of that. You swine. It looks like I wet myself now. I pooed myself. So yeah, I can do with flushing that out really now. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's down now. I can put a battery on it, make sure everything works, make sure both motors work, and well, obviously kind of flush it out while I'm at it. So I just put a bowl under there because there was a bit left over of the antifreeze. So yeah, I think I've got everything in bits now. Oh well. Right, so I've set this up, well, on my shift workbench. So basically there's a lot of gunk in there, a lot of brown water, bits of probably steel radiator that's in there, and I had a bit of an accident anyway, so but what I did is got a funnel on there and just poured some water in and just flushed it through till it came clean, so looking a lot better in there now. Other thing was, this is actually the same design as the air conditioning units, but if I go get this is the blower motors out of the aircon unit, and you can probably just see that the edge of that's pretty much the edge of that plastic, and the edge of that's pretty much there. The motor in there is kind of, so it's shorter, and also difference between, well, seems to be a difference between the heating one, which this is, and the aircon, is the pipes going through the centre here, whereas the air conditioning ones, there's electric points here to do the regulating of, I think it's regulating of the cold coming into it, and then there's something else on that side that sticks out, so the box is a bit wider again. Yeah, I think there's pipes on that side, and then the electrical parts are on that side. When I say electrical parts, whatever that thing is, I'm still learning. But that's the probe that goes in the front as well, so they're very similar but slightly different, which of course, being Merc, they would do, wouldn't they? The old girl, she's cracking when she's going, but when you've got a problem with her and you find out it's a Merc problem, it's a bit of a pain, but usually can overcome it. Right, I'm just going to go, I don't know why I put it there, I'm just going to clean the contacts on that, just so they're nice and sparkly clean for when it goes back in. Right, so not much progress since we took out that heater unit and cleaned it through with some water. I've just had a bit of a play around with the electrics as well. See if I could work out why I only got one blower working at a time. So I took the switch out, and I thought there was a problem with it. Just means to go have a look, well, go have a word with the boss's son, because he's better and a bit more geeky than I am with electrics. And well, long story short, we ended up taking the switch apart. And they're a really complicated little switch. Typical German engineering for you, but yeah, it's a pain. But there's two little springs in it, tiny little springs that go into the side of the switch here. Well, this one's a three-way switch that we've taken apart. There's a little ball bearing that moves in there. And the little spring holds the ball bearing against the side and just moves the ball bearing. When you push the switch down, it moves the ball bearing from one hole to the next, just so it locks in. Well, stuff me, I don't know how they managed to get me in the first place, but I've left the lad to try and do it himself. Yeah, I think I'll end up just buying a new switch, so that's a bit of a pain, but yeah, never mind. So yeah, what I might do is pinch another switch from out there and plug it in and just see how I can get on. If I can find another, I've got a three-way switch there. The rest of them are all singles. So I might be under that one then. So yeah, I managed to just take more stuff apart in here and make more mess, but hopefully soon we'll get something started again. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave that here today, because if I do anything else, I'll just be messing around. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on next one. Hopefully this big girl will be working a bit better then. Cheers, bye.